Good Monday morning. Thanks for joining us again here for, I almost said 22 News at 6 a.m. My brain is, still in news mode, but we're off the desk here on this Monday.
Here we are.
It's
Monday.
It's another week.
And we're wearing pink.
Yes, you can't really tell. Well, yeah, you can.
It's cold though, but we are wearing pink in our 22 News jackets. But if you watched our newscast this morning, you saw that we were wearing pink, and the studio is also lit up in pink. It's our Go Pink Day here at 22 News and on our Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So today, during our newscast at 5 p.m., we're going to be having two doctors on from Bay State, and they're going to talk about resources and ways that we can spread breast cancer awareness this month. So
yeah, that's right. So you'll see a lot of people on air sporting their pink today. Obviously, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so it's great to see what locally is being done to, promote prevention efforts, and then also learn a little bit more about research and the types of treatments that are available for those who, are diagnosed with breast cancer. So, we'll have some information. We had a little bit in our newscast this morning. It was also the Rays of Hope walk and run that was held yesterday, and our anchor Nick Oresco was emceeing that event, and we had our reporter Loretto Odaya there to cover it. So that's always a really good event too, to kind of get people invigorated with the spirit of supporting those who are maybe going through this diagnosis, or celebrating those who are survivors and remembering those who maybe lost their battle to breast cancer. So important cause, and we're happy to have the Go Pink Day each year.
Absolutely. Yes, we are. And it was beautiful weather this weekend, and especially for the walk. I was saying before, I remember walking in that walk like years ago when I was in middle. You just think of it always as like a freezing. It's always cold, but this weekend was absolutely beautiful. So good weather.
Yesterday.
Yeah, good weather for everybody who was out there. And I mean, that story is great. You can see all the pink, you can see the confetti, the balloon arches, everyone coming together. So it's definitely a great cause. But yeah, great weather, great weekend. We'll get into our weekend recap segue.
Yeah, what did you do this weekend?
Well, I mentioned I wanted to go to like a corn maze or a farm of some sort. Found one because I was heading out towards Boston area, because then I went to see Hamilton on Saturday, but I'll get to that second.
Can't wait to hear about that.
And there's a farm in Natick. It's called the Lookout Farm.
Okay.
And it was just, classic apple picking, pumpkins, all the things. And there was a corn maze, but it had closed by the time we got there.
Oh, bummer.
But it's okay because it was beautiful. The sun was setting, and you could walk through the orchard still. And then they had like outdoor dining. They had music, lights. They made cider right there at the farm.
That's
so
nice.
It was good. I got a pulled pork sandwich and some cider. It was nice. And then, this was kind of funny. So Friday night, it was like, didn't really feel like doing anything. Long day, whatever, long week. So my boyfriend and I did an online escape room.
Oh, that's fun.
And it was really fun. Yeah, because it was like a legit, we first sat down, we were going to play Webkins because we were talking about how we both played Webkins, and little blast from the past. That was my favorite childhood game, but you can't really do it anymore unless you have it downloaded.
Right.
So we were like, oh, what do we do? And I remember there was some escape room game I played in elementary school, and at the time
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. So, but this is different because at the time that game we played the same one that I remember. At the time it was so hard, and then we clicked through it super fast, and I was like, okay, I did play this when I was in like the 4th grade, but we found a legit one that was actually so hard. It was in it was like an abandoned asylum, like an insane asylum that you had to escape from.
Spooky.
Yeah, spooky. It was fun though. It actually took us we had to put it away and come back to it the next day. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it was fun. I definitely recommend. I forget the exact name of the website. It was I don't know, but yeah, escape the insane asylum. It was fun. So we escaped. And then Saturday, I went to see Hamilton, and it was so good. Did dinner before and everything with my parents.
Did you go with that outfit that you were like debating?
I did, yeah.
Good,
yeah, I did. And I did. I did look like a founding father a little bit.
On brand.
Yeah, I sent my sister like a video on the way, like just saying like, hey, Anna, I'm on my way to see Hamilton or whatever. And then I was like, sorry. And you could see that I was wearing the black with the white.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry, I wore your pants because she left pants at home when she's at college, and I just saw them. I was like, I want to wear those.
This will work.
Yeah, and she was like, she called me back. She goes, wait, so you're wearing the tan pants? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, so you're dressed like a founding father? I was like, yeah.
You guessed it.
Oh, you guessed it. But it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. I cried. I felt all the emotions all the way through. I was bobbing my head along really hard not to sing along.
Is that part of theater etiquette too, not to sing?
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah. You shouldn't, but
I need to not go. I would be like dressed in costume, singing along. They'd kick me out.
Nah, well, I don't know.
I'll stick to going to
the movie theater. Yeah, you can
although
sing.
I don't sing in the movie theaters either.
Maybe like the sing-along version of something. I don't know.
High School Musical when that first came out.
Yeah,
the sing-along version of that was great.
I remember
you did that. I would watch it in the comfort of my own home, though. So
oh, absolutely.
That's a little different.
Yeah. But yeah, that was great. And then yesterday was just chill. Watch the Pats. Another win.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Another win.
Crazy. Very
crazy.
Very good win over the Titans.
Yeah.
Did you go outside at all?
Oh, yeah. I did go for a nice walk yesterday. Yeah, it was beautiful.
So nice.
It was gorgeous. All right.
Weekend.
Your weekend recap.
Yeah. Friday. Oh, Friday, when I left work here, I called my mom, and my mom watches my sister's kids a couple times a week. My sister she's a nurse, but she works at a surgery center, so she'll have like rotating days off. They change every week. Yeah. So it makes it a little difficult for my mom's schedule sometimes because like she works part-time, and I won't go into the whole thing, but she's there to watch the kids too. So, previously, she watched just my nephew, but my sister had her second baby. She's about 3 months old now. And my nephew's molars are growing. So, like, he's been having a lot of pain. So, basically, I'm on my way home from work. I give my mom a call. She sounds a little overwhelmed. Both of the kids were kind of, like, crying, whatever. She said that she didn't have a lot of the babies, like, toys or, like, they like to, like, chew on those little, like, chew toys or whatever. I don't know. And
teethers.
So, yeah.
Teethers.
So, my sister's husband was leaving for work. He works like later in the day. So I was like, if he leaves them outside, I could come swing by and drop them off to you because my sister was supposed to be working until like later in the afternoon. I was on my way. Apparently it just wasn't going well. My mom has never had to do this. So I had to call my sister and be like, I don't know what's going on here. So my sister then like left work early. So I ended up having a visit with my mom and my sister and the two kids. By the time I got there, my older nephew was asleep, so that was good. He took a nap, and then my sister was with the 3-month-old baby, so hung out with them for a little bit. But because of that, I usually will take a nap on Fridays, especially so I can like stay up a little longer. Yeah. So I didn't take a nap. My sister and one of my good friends were coming over that night to like watch Halloween movies and just like make food and hang out. And we started watching The Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
And one of my friends had never seen it, so I thought that was interesting, but I fell asleep. It was like 8 o'clock and I fell asleep.
Past her bedtime.
Then I woke up as the movie was ending and they were chatting and we like hung out for a little while longer.
There
I was
you
like,
go.
okay, sorry guys. So that was my Friday night, which I got up in my sleep. So that was good. Saturday, I had kind of like a solo shopping day. I had to like run errands, return some Amazon stuff.
Oh yeah, so that's on my list too.
I thought of you when I was walking into Staples. I was like, I wonder if Julia's returned her stuff yet.
I have. It's like free money. It's just sitting on my floor, basically. So
is there one like on your route home?
Yep.
Or anything? Okay, so maybe today.
I'm thinking tomorrow. It's not in my car.
Okay,
tomorrow.
Set your alarm. Give yourself a reminder.
Yep, tomorrow.
So I did that. I went to an apple orchard, and I actually
nice.
I didn't get apples. I got some pumpkins.
The pumpkins,
for decor.
Nice.
I went to TJ Maxx, some stuff there.
Happy Sways Honor.
Yeah, and then stopped at my parents, hang out with my mom and my dad because I don't see my dad as much during the weekend stuff because he has a different work schedule too. So, hung out with them for a little. Nice. Went home Saturday.
A nice family-filled fall weekend.
Yeah. Saturday night, I just made dinner. Bobby and I like hung out at home, watched TV. And yesterday was very nice. Oh, yesterday, Bobby and I did like a Sunday morning. We got bagels, drove to this part of Connecticut that's more like farmy. And we went to a little farm stand and got apples. So I can bake something.
Ooh, nice.
Something fall-esque.
Fall-esque.
And then, yeah, we just hung out, watched the Patriots. That was good.
Nice.
Did a lot of laundry, got ready for the week, that kind of thing. So my weekend was kind of like hang out, chill, family weekend. I also went to bed at like 6 o'clock last night.
Whoa!
I fell asleep by like 6:30. So I got like a full night's rest, which I haven't done in
That's so
a
nice.
long time. I got like 8 hours. It's good.
I'm jealous.
I woke up a couple times, but then I fell back to sleep. So about 8 hours total. Normally I average like
I'm really jealous. Yeah. 4.
Yeah.
4 is nice.
So yeah, it was good. It was a restful weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's crazy that Halloween's now 2 weekends. Or 2 weeks
I know.
away. Friday.
I was just thinking today how quickly October is already
October
going by.
flew by. Well, we still have, I guess, like almost 2 weeks left, but I love October.
I like that I'm actually doing like fall things.
Yeah. Making the most of it for sure. Warm weather out there this morning, though. Doesn't really feel like October.
Yeah, you might want like a rain jacket just because it's rainy, but you don't need to really bundle up.
Yeah. So, cool.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back to Off the Desk on this Monday morning. Thanks for being with us.
Yes. I was about to say my name, but you guys know our names.
You know us.
We go back and forth of doing that.
It's just like a default.
Like
Sometimes when we jump on Off the, like you almost did it today.
I did.
I'll jump on and say it. I'm Julia O'Keefe. We'll get to the stories in just a moment.
But first,
like outside. It's muscle memory, but that's not what we do on Off the Desk. That's what we do on the desk.
On the desk.
Yeah,
we have our go-to phrases too.
For sure.
I always say, if you're heading out the door just now, and then
heading out the door. Chris is tracking it for us. I always say that. I think I got that from Taylor Knight. That she would always say that
too. Because then otherwise, I say, "Let's check in with 22 News Storm," or like, "Let's check in with Chris Bizakis now," and then I'll say like, "Chris, what's the weather looking like?" You know what I mean?
It's so funny. Wait, in the like for the first one where because during the 4:30, like I'm still working. I'm not really listening to the weather that much. But by the time you get to 5. And we have to talk about the weather, and I haven't listened to the weather yet. And then it's like...
That was like me today.
It's like, you said, it's cold out there.
It's a chilly start to the day. No, it's not.
Alexa's like, temperatures are higher than average.
It's feeling pretty warm out there. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that was so funny. Because, you're just like...
You're waking up, you're getting...
Yeah, you're waking up. I'm thinking about the news, and then it's like...
I went outside. I felt that it was warm. I saw that it was raining. My brain needed a second to catch up. So sometimes that happens.
It's funny, and then it's a little frazzled. I'm like, it's probably cold out there. Like, I don't know what to tell you yet. I don't know what to tell you yet. Okay. At that point, also, like, we wake up in the middle of the night, so it's going to be different when people are getting up. Yeah. That's just what goes through my mind in the beginning of the news.
Especially on a Monday.
Yeah.
So just like, starting things up.
Yeah.
But as we were talking about that, for some reason, because I was thinking of the newscast, it just reminded me of there is, I'm going to forget the name of the coffee shop in Agawam.
Oh, Java Stop.
Java Stop today.
Yes.
There's a specialty coffee, and a percentage of the proceeds, I believe it's about $2 if you spend $2.
Something like
Julia
that.
will get the exact details, but it goes towards the Jeffrey Speller Foundation Change for Good that was created.
For change.
For change, sorry. This is why I need to, on a Monday, look at the information. Yes,
I got it.
We have it on our website too. But it was created by our own news anchor, 22 News anchor, Ciara Speller, in honor of her late father. And today, if you go and grab a coffee there, all the proceeds are going to go to that foundation.
I think it looks like it's if you get the special coffee that's named after him. So you can go to Java Stop today. I think it was from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
And then $2 from it's called the Jeff Fafa. $2 from every Jeff Fafa coffee purchase will benefit Jeffrey Speller for Change, which exposes local inner city youth to the game of golf and helps positively change other deserving young lives for good.
Okay, I'm so sorry I butchered a lot of that information, but it's a great cause. If you want to go get a coffee today, you should go and support.
Sorry, my finger's like in front of it. There we go.
We have that information on our website too, and we put it in our newscast as well. So good cause. I wonder what the
Jeff Fafa
is.
What does it stand for?
I could probably text Ciara and ask her what what it stands for, but then also
and what the
kind of
coffee is.
it
Yeah.
I'm
Cool.
willing to give it a try. I was thinking maybe of heading there during my break or something and trying it out. So
yeah,
that's going on today. We mentioned this a little bit in our intro when we were talking about our weekends, but yesterday, what a win from the Patriots.
What a win.
I was saying as like we started to put the game on, I was like, wow, the Patriots are actually doing pretty good this year. Like knock on wood, like so far they're having a pretty good season. And I don't know the exact record, but I heard
was it announced a 93.3% completion percentage?
Maybe it was the completion, Drake May
I should know. I read this.
A Tom Brady record in yesterday's game.
Yeah. It's only year 2, which is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was 93.3% completion percentage. Let's look that up for sure.
Let's fact check. But yeah, just like the win overall was like 33-13.
Yeah.
I think against the Titans.
Yeah. I had we had it on and then I went to go pick up food and came back and it was the score was like, what happened?
My dad texted my sister and I was like, are you guys watching the Patriots? This is incredible. Yeah, it says Drake May broke Tom Brady's New England Patriots record for single game completion percentage that was set back in 2009 with a 91.3% performance in a win against the Titans.
Oh, 91.3, not 93. Yeah. Okay, I was really close.
You were close. I think Tom Brady's was 85. Yeah, 88.5. Previously, that was the record. So that's pretty impressive. That's gotta feel good for Drake May being
absolutely
this young
in the year 2
new guy. Yeah, and also probably has looked up to Tom Brady being the GOAT and now in the New England franchise getting to beat one of his records. It's pretty cool.
The GOAT.
So, and it's been pretty good so far with their new head coach there. And as a Pats fan, it's exciting. I try not to be one of those bandwagon fans, but as someone who's not a huge I am a football fan, but I enjoy watching.
Patriots fan.
I'm a Patriots fan. I like watching a single game. I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Whereas my husband puts on all the games that are highlights and whatever. So if the Patriots are losing and I'm seeing just the highlights of the other team, it's like, okay, I don't want to watch this. But when the Patriots are winning, I'm like, oh, let's sit and watch this game. It's just everyone loves to watch when their team's winning.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Yeah,
it was exciting. I was happy about it.
I get the bunch of screens games all at once, for fan. I get people get so into the fantasy league,
for their drafts and stuff.
Yeah, when you have different things at stake. I mean, that's got to be fun. I don't personally do a fantasy league or anything like that, but I compare it to March Madness. I get really into I'll do multiple brackets, so it's all right.
I did a bracket for March Madness in so long.
Oh, I love it.
It does make it more enjoyable.
It does for sure. So I get it. I'm like that totally makes sense, and it's just fall Sunday vibes. So
it's true.
Fall Sunday vibes. But yeah, it was a good game and it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun to watch. Speaking of football, a team that's not doing as great is UMass Amherst.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I'm not going to say statistics crazily, but I think there's some news conference with the head coach today. So we'll have someone probably go out to that and get some info about that.
Do you know what their record is?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Just not good. But it's the first full season with a new head coach. He came on last year. I actually went to the news conference when they announced him and his first appearance introducing himself, and it was cool. It's
that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. He seems
that was when I was working here a couple years ago. That was when they introduced Gerard Mayo as the new head coach of the Patriots.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was short-lived.
Short-lived.
I was able to go and cover that at Gillette Stadium, which was really cool because there's all these other national media outlets, sports reporters, and a bunch of people there.
Really cool.
And it was Mac Jones still was the QB, and so he's 10 feet away from me. I remember I went with a photographer who wasn't a really big sports guy. And it was Chris Jackson. Did you ever meet Chris?
I never actually met him, though.
Okay, so I nudged him. I'm like, Chris, it's Mac Jones. He's right there. I go say hi, and he's like, who? I was like, that's their quarterback. And then, being in the same room, again, not very far from Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick was still there at the time, so it was a cool experience.
Really cool.
Getting to see everybody, but
really cool.
It was short lived. The Bill Belichick was on his way out, and Gerard Mayo only lasted the year. So. But hey, it seems to be working out for the Patriots franchise this year.
It's looking great.
That's great.
For sure.
I'm sure our sports show. What is it? The Sports Corner?
The Sports Corner. They'll be recording tomorrow.
Later this week.
Yeah. Kind of switching gears, but like another major headline from this morning. This was actually, we ran it as breaking news. There was an Amazon Web Services outage, like an internet outage this morning, and I didn't look at the latest update, but most of my things are working now.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, they reported it around 12 a.m., they said, and people were noticing some services, like cloud services, were not working properly. They named like Roblox and Fortnite, if you're a fan of any of those games and you were playing them in the early hours of the morning. Snapchat was down for a little bit.
I noticed that with
Amazon and Prime Video. I went on Amazon and they had a little dog icon like running, and it was like, hang tight, we're fetching it for you.
Yeah.
Like a little
on Amazon.
loading
Yeah, I had
thing.
to try to reload and it was not working.
Yeah.
It, as of right now, though, they said that it is fully mitigated.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's good. But yeah, it was affecting people in the early morning hours today.
Early morning hours, yeah. Yeah, my Venmo wasn't working. I don't know if that was connected by any chance or maybe not at all.
There were even our one of our staff members of the web team was saying that certain web services that we use in order to put news stories online and everything was briefly not working. So maybe that was connected too, because a lot of governments and different businesses, companies use this web provider through Amazon. So interesting. It's kind of scary because we talk about it a lot, like the digital realm that we're in, but how much we rely on the internet working for our day-to-day like activities,
especially here at 22 News, because like what would we have done if we, something happens, you can't go on the air or anything. It's also so interesting, like this is me just pondering how does that happen, like at such a top level for it to trickle down to like little old me here? Well,
that's why I'm saying it's scary, because there's even, government databases that get breached, or like how many times have you gotten an alert from your medical provider that sensitive information has been compromised because we had a hacker, things like that. It's like, you would think, but
passwords in a data leak this morning.
Really?
One of those,
so it's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. So be alert. Change your passwords if required and all those things.
Yeah.
Don't share them. Yeah. Reminded me of when it happened last summer. That was the Microsoft outage, though. Last summer.
That was affecting
mostly like flights and stuff. Yeah.
Crazy.
The internet is a great resource, but there's some unknowns.
Speaking of the internet, you may have seen clips from this, but Sabrina Carpenter, we love a segue. Sabrina Carpenter hosted SNL over the weekend.
She did.
I've only seen a couple of clips here and there, but you may be familiar with the Domingo skit.
Yeah,
so
she brought that
back. That was kind of funny to watch. I feel like they dragged that out a little bit, the Domingo skit, but people like it. It's funny.
Yeah. It's funny.
I didn't watch. I know. I didn't watch a lot, like obviously like watch it in full or anything, but I'll see clips here and there. I don't know what song she performed. Did you see
I didn't see that. No.
But she's a good entertainer, so I'm sure it was
for sure. I think it was her second time hosting too. So
that's cool.
At this point she's a seasoned pro.
Yeah.
Okay, something else. This is crazy. And I want to read more about it than I have at this point in time. And then also I don't know what other information there's going to have that we didn't have in the news. But the Louvre, there is a heist in the Louvre. It's like the real life Da Vinci Code. That's my favorite book ever. And I want to read it.
I've never read it.
Oh my gosh. I've
seen the movie.
It's so good. The movie's good too. I like both. But the book itself, you have to know what you're in for. It's fat, it's thick, and there's a lot of words, and there's a lot of information. But it's so many good things. It's combined just the language. I think it's accessible language. It's not overly flowery or metaphorical or anything. It pretty much the whole time describes what's happening. But there's hidden meanings and there's clues, and it's a mystery, obviously. And there's so much art history behind it all too. But it's one of those where it's sometimes you read a book and there's fat paragraphs and you're I could probably skip some of these details. Yeah. This is one where you could. I'm not going to tell you can't, but you don't want to because it's so captivating. And I just think it's fascinating. It's so good. Edge of your seat the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah, really good.
It was a 7-minute raid.
7 minutes!
And they stole priceless jewelry. in 7 minutes.
Crazy. From the Gallery d'Apollon. I was practicing my French this morning as I had to say these words. Although I don't even think I said that correctly with a French accent. But I pronounced it correctly. It just didn't have the French
It's crazy. They
accent.
used a truck-mounted ladder to get into the Apollo Gallery. Yeah. And this was on Sunday morning.
Oh, the Apollo Gallery. Of course, that one says it in English.
What did you just try to say?
In the newscast, we said the Gallery d'Apollon.
Oh, yeah, no.
But that's French for Apollo Gallery.
I didn't read that script, or I would have probably changed it. But
I looked it up.
From the French crown jewels that dated back to the Napoleonic era.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. And it's already saying it's one of the most high-profile heists. And it's like, when did this happen? Overnight?
I just hearing things about it was early Sunday morning, just as the museum was opening. The thing that I don't understand is we were just talking about internet and where security footage is at today, and like the amount of security I would assume is guarding a place like the Louvre. It's
correct.
Like, how did that happen? How did they get in and out in 7 minutes? They probably had been planning this for quite some time.
Yeah.
In order to make off successfully.
Yeah.
With like such valuable.
Yeah.
Jewelry. You know? But then I'm also like, okay, you stole these items. Maybe out in the black market or something, you're going to get some money for this, because like they're going to be tracking that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you could just like
pawn them, right?
Or I don't know.
Yeah,
and they're probably going to have security footage of these people that came in and stole it. So we'll see if they're successful in searching and finding them.
It's crazy, but they did say so. We did read that. Workers there were saying that this comes at a time when they have been complaining about the lack, like there's been short staffing and in terms of security in particular.
Okay.
So
that answers that question.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see like what steps are taken and what resources are available, like after the fact, and what personnel was on during that time, if there were any personnel. Yeah, I think it's so crazy. Like, this stuff doesn't happen. This is the stuff you read about in books that happened. I'm sure there will be a book or
movies made about this.
Yes. The most visited museum in the world. I think Claire was there.
I was going to say, have you ever been?
No. I've only ever been to Paris for a layover.
Oh, okay.
But
I've
no,
never been.
I have not.
Yeah, Claire was just recently.
Claire was there, yeah. Claire was there. Made a ride. But yeah, I would like to go there. I think that would be...
Go see the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower. I think I saw like an AI headline, again, bringing this back to, or maybe this was real, I don't remember, but that the Eiffel Tower is like going to get removed from Paris.
I don't think that's real.
I don't think it was real either. Like this is the type of things that we need to pay attention, because, the internet's a scary place.
Yeah. Especially with AI. There's some videos that almost fooled me this weekend that I saw. Like, I saw really quick before we go a video of, I legitimately thought this was real. I was like, oh, it was dogs like saving babies from hurting themselves. And there were so many, like, it was like clips of like a dog preventing a baby from like sticking something in an outlet, or like the TV's about to fall and the dog goes under to catch the TV before it lands on the baby. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is so many different examples of so many dogs coming to the rescue.
Dogs.
And then I clicked on the comments and people were like, AI, and like, I looked back at it. Oh, this is AI. So
I had a moment as well with a dog. It was like, my neighbor heard noise, so I checked my security footage, and it's a dog
floating away or something.
No, there's a doggy door, and the dog is like going in and out of the house and rolling in the mud, and then it goes into every single room of the house and like shakes or jumps on the bed, and it's like, okay, that's
not real.
AI.
So yeah, just be careful. Double fact check things that you see on the internet, and that's all we got for today.
Yeah,
so,
change your passwords.
Protect
your
stuff. Protect your stuff. Happy Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
See ya.